What's up guys, welcome back to New Age Nerd Culture. Ammo and Andy here, and today we'll be talking about the next Joker film and what it should be about. So Andy, there's been some news relatively recently about Joaquin Pheonix.
Yeah, the rumour mill swirling is that Joaquin Pheonix is being considered for a standalone Joker movie. He was in Signs with Mel Gibson a few years ago.
Yeah.
He was in Gladiator with Russell Crowe. And he was also in the Johnny Cash Walk the Line movie.
He's a strange actor, and I think he'd be perfect for this role, I think.
Banger.
But we both agree
that
an origin story for this Joker film would be a bad flipping idea.
Oh, awful, no.
So,
you don't need to understand madness.
Exactly, that's the thing.
You just need to enjoy it.
The reason the Joker's such a compelling character is because that his madness is a mystery. You know where it's come from.
Yeah.
I don't want any elaboration on that. So
is that not what made Heath Ledger's Joker so good in The Dark Knight Rises?
It's all about the mystery.
Literally, it was that some people just want to watch the world burn.
Exactly.
That's all you need.
Some gaps do not need to be filled in, is what we're saying. So, I have a pitch, Andy. I'm going to pitch to you how they should do it because I am a writing genius.
Oh.
So, I think if DC did what I told them to do, they'd be completely fine. If I become the DC's head honcho in terms of writing and creative writing, they'd be in a very, very good state.
Well, I mean, if they made us a decent offer, I'd consider moving to America. I'd think about it.
If they're offering, if you watch this and you like my ideas, don't really take it. You know what? Take my ideas, but just give me a little executive producer credit.
Oh, pay me.
Instead of the origin story of the Joker, what we could do is take some reference from Batman: The Man Who Laughs. Now, this is where the Joker and Batman first ever clashed heads, first ever interacted. I think that'd be a really, really good starting point. So my idea is that at this point, when the movie starts, Batman's been doing this thing for about 3 years, been doing his thing for about 3 years. So no Batman Year One stuff. He's been about. He's very confident and competent in being Batman at this point. However, he's not faced a enemy like this yet. Such a deeply deranged, disturbed, gruesome villain, and he's gonna face some of the most horrible. He's had to face. This is a completely rated R film, by the way.
Yeah.
Like I want to go down the Deadpool route a little bit with this. So I'm feeling something along the lines of Seven.
Yeah.
So Seven is a fantastic movie.
Yes,
So I'm thinking like Batman, Jim Gordon could be the Morgan Freeman, Brad Pitt sort of elements of this.
Yeah.
They go and investigate these horrendous crime scenes that the Joker has sort of made for them, and then he doesn't get revealed until like midway through the film, and then we can just see the madness that is the Joker.
I think the only thing with that is that if you got somebody the caliber of Joaquin Phoenix, and it's a Joker-centric movie, I think he needs to be the predominant force in it.
No, but look at Kevin Spacey, equally good. Well,
yeah.
Not now anymore, but back then he was a very good actor, and he was. I know it's so hard to talk about these characters now.
Yeah.
Just going, but Kevin Spacey was a fantastic actor, and he filled that role perfectly. And sometimes it's not about the time you have; it's the quality of what you get with that actor in that role. So I think Joaquin would be fine with this.
I understand what you mean, but I think it'd be pointless paying because they got to pay him big money, I reckon, to get him in there in that movie.
You need a good film, DC. Pay the man the money.
So well, if he's
this idea, pay the man the money. They need to do this. It's fantastic. So carry on, sorry.
Yeah, I think it'd be a waste of not having him in that much of a movie. Still have the exact same sort of concept, but it'd need to be in it a lot more. I think you could have the same thing, but you actually physically see him.
Alright, fine. First act is just like Seven. All these random things happen, these horrific acts and crime scenes, and then he gets introduced. Start bang on second act. You see the Joker for the first time.
Yeah, could do. Sort of like Alien.
Yeah.
Because you don't see the alien for most of the movie, then obviously Bosch when he's in there.
Yeah, perfect. Exactly. So let's go into what I would do then. So, what have I got here? I want to take elements basically of the worst things the Joker has ever done in comic history and put them in this film. So first things first, in Endgame, the Joker suggests his reason for doing what he's doing is because he's the devil himself.
Ooh.
That's pretty freaking gnarly. So think like,
he sees himself as the devil.
Yeah, he's punishing those because it's his sort of reason for being, but he's doing it for really trivial. This is the point. So he's doing it for really trivial crimes, like very Joker-esque stuff, so like for littering, or like spitting gum out, or just kicking away or something, or I don't know, playing music loudly at a party. He'll just kill, maim, injure, destroy. For little reasons like that, but his motivation is because he believes
he sees somebody go through a door and then don't hold it.
Yeah.
Somebody else.
Yeah, that's brilliant. No chivalry, and then he's like, oh, stabby.
Yeah.
So
but what could be even good is that afterwards he did the exact same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But then with this, he's like, so, yeah. because I want that part of it, that sort of the devil aspect of that could just be linked to those specific crimes. The other crimes will not be linked to this, so the Batman and Jim Gordon will think these are completely unlinked because as the Joker is completely unhinged, this makes a lot of sense.
Random, just completely random.
Exactly. So next one is, I'm thinking like Predator-like stuff, like there's just people hanged in Gotham's skyline, just in really random locations.
Yeah, no,
that'd be quite cool.
I think that'd be a wicked way to open them over.
Yeah, with just like, imagine the opening cinematic
just
shot.
Literally, you've got like a Gotham City PD just driving along, pulls up to take money from the local falafel man, then looks up and goes, a bit of blood drops on his falafel.
Or they're all cops.
Oh, cops.
Yeah, cops. You know that opening scene? So when I saw, what did I see? I saw something in IMAX, and this little prelude thing where it's like the first 15 minutes of Dark Knight.
Ooh.
And it was that opening shot of like bang, and it's just like skyscrapers everywhere. Imagine that shot, but with dead bodies.
Oh, and the
pretty gruesome. This
Joker face like sprayed upon like a building next to him or something. So they know it's him.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's good. Anyway, next one. So in 2008, Batman Confidential, the Joker made it rain glass, but the glass was like tinted or like tipped with Joker venom. Oh. So whenever it hit anyone, obviously they'd get a bit of a gash going, but they'd become the classic sort of Joker-esque victims.
Nuts.
Yeah, completely nuts, or
dead.
Not dead, but just like intoxicated with the massive smiles, because we haven't seen that yet in the cinematic universe that well.
No, so, I don't know.
Like in the animated films, they're gruesome. So imagine that in real life.
Ooh.
It'd be good. That's my other one. And then he drops the glass down via a big Joker blimp, which is the most Joker thing ever, really. I'm picturing a big purple and green one. Nothing real. Just
I'd hate that in a movie.
Nah, let's go a bit wacky because again,
I'd hate
unhinged, unlinked.
What I like about
the suits.
Animated and comic, brilliant, you can do it. But I mean, if it's in the movie, you have to sort of imagine it's real world, and you imagine if somebody could see a great big Joker-coloured blimp coming towards the city.
Alright, fine. Alright, in this case, can we have a blimp that's like, black completely, but then have a little smile on the front?
Okay, I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. And the last one is, and I've got a few more. So, in Kevin Smith, my favourite director's comic book about Batman, Cacophony, the Joker blows up a school full of children for the punchline of a joke. Which is the most Joker thing ever. So he's talking to Maximilian Zeus, I think it was, and he says something like, "I'll crush you like I'd crush a room full of unibrow children or school kids," and then Zeus replies with, "I don't get it," and then the school in front of them where they're having this little impromptu meeting just blows up. So that's just the Joker killing kids. I know it's a bit dark, but I'm going down a very dark angle with this film.
So, that'd be too dark, I think, for a film.
Do you think? I'm not saying you see the kids die. I'm just saying the building blows up.
I think that
the symbolism alone.
Symbolism, I understand, but I think the way it'd work better in the movie is if... Yeah, you can't blow up kids in a movie.
Nah, man, because you've got, like, people blow up buildings all the time. Yeah. But it lacks the gravitas of, like, a big, poignant moment. This is the most poignant Joker moment ever. Like, he doesn't care. He'll kill children. This is the Joker.
Yeah, sure. I'm with you.
No one's done it yet. Let's Joker the hell out of this film. We're gonna make this the most Joker-fied evil film ever because Heath Ledger was close. I think he's the closest we've been. But I think we can go. It's all about upping the levels in this day and age, and I think you need to go a step further to like really realise the Joker for what he truly is.
Oh, sick.
I know I'm sick in the head. Anyway, last one. In The Dark Knight Returns, classics Frank Miller stuff. He gave poisoned cotton candy to kids at a carnival for free. Again, like it just suits the character so well.
He's got something against kids, I think, the Joker.
A little bit, maybe.
I reckon what happened to him when he was a kid.
Do you reckon? The childhood thing? Let's not talk about the Gotham one, though, because that was pretty awful. But I agree. Something that happened to him with a kid. Then...
That the circus.
Yeah. And then... This could then end. The film could end with Joker going to Arkham Asylum. And that's how the film would end, because Batman and Jim Gordon would catch him eventually, and that's what happened there. I've actually got plans for 2 more films.
I think what we would have, though, is that I don't see Joaquin Pheonix doing more than one.
Yeah. So
what I would think to do, it'd be the... Do you remember years ago...
Can you just stop being so realistic and let me have my trilogy of 6 Joker films?
No! I think...
But it's so good. So good.
But I think the way you do it, I think it'd be. Remember years ago when you used to have one movie that was just was on its own.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the Matrix should have been?
Yeah.
That the second two never should have happened.
Actually, no, I don't agree with that. I like the trilogy of Matrix. Don't care. Shout me in the comments. I do not give a shiitake mushrooms. That trilogy's fine.
You say I'm bad for liking Justice League.
Mate, Matrix Revolutions, whatever it is, the third one. Is it Revolutions? Reloaded
and Revolution, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
I would happily watch that film for the rest of my life between that and the... If I had to watch one of those films for the rest of my life, Revolutions or Justice League, easily Matrix. Easily.
I'd easily
There's
watch
not even-
neither.
Huh?
I'd watch neither.
What, would you rather just sit there in complete solemn silence?
I would.
No, you're wrong, mate. Anyways, do you want to do my other two? I've got really good trilogies.
Okay, sell me and Joaquin Pheonix if you are watching.
Yeah, okay. Joaquin, you're going to love this stuff.
Yeah, you're going to sign
So-
on for 2 extra films after this.
If anyone's ever read the original Arkham Asylum comic, it's really strange. Like, it's really, really, really weird. But it's a good one. Basically, Commissioner Gordon tells Batman that Arkham Asylum's been taken over by the inmates, and that the facility is or that they're threatening to murder staff unless Batman shows up. So, easy sort of in there. The Joker basically lures Batman into an elaborate game of hide and seek, sort of giving him 1 hour to escape. And it's so good. And then before the Rogues Gallery, he has an hour to escape before the Rogues Gallery are sent to sort of hunt him down. And so Batman initially refuses, then the Joker shoots a prison guard, and then Batman sort of, runs into Clayface, Mad Hatter, Scarecrow, and a few other villains along the way. And I think the ending is really cool. I don't want to spoil it for any of you guys, but it involves Two-Face. It's a very symbolic ending, and I really want to elaborate on it further. But I really want people to read the comic because the ending is actually class. That involves Two-Face, and yeah. But that's that.
So if you tell me your third film, would that give away the ending of the second?
No, I don't think it would. I think it'd be fine.
Okay.
But with that, so basically, the one problem with this second film is that the Rogues Gallery haven't been introduced yet. And I don't want to Justice League this film where you introduce too many characters at once.
Yeah. Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, all that.
Amazing Spider-Man 2, not the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Yeah, with Sinister Six at the end, that sort of stuff. I don't want to have throwaway moments where you see the Riddler in a bloody cell and that's all you get. I need each of these characters to have their own little.
You could pass
some
just
moments.
a question mark on one door.
Like Suicide Squad, how they tried to give everyone their moment but pulled it off really poorly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know how to sort of do that well enough to sort of.
Suicide Squad, man.
No. That's the only issue I've got with that. But I think that it'd be if I can figure that out eventually, I think that'd be a really cool transition to number 2 film. Number 3, to round off my epic Joker trilogy, we can utilise 2012's Death of the Family comic, which is not to be confused with Death in the Family when, Jason Todd crowbar action.
Yeah.
So basically, the Joker returns to the scene, escapes from Arkham, and attacks the GCPD, and to recover what was his preserved face, which he'd previously removed he got the doll maker to remove it to symbolise his rebirth.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so again, this is a gnarly R-rated trilogy. And then the Joker kills, I think, 19 policemen and policewomen. Then Alfred's kidnapped. That'd be a really cool thing. And then I think Batman runs into Mr. Freeze, Two-Face, Riddler, Penguin. They're all in the mix as well. But again, hopefully they'd be have their moments in the second film for them to just sort of have some more,
so this would
some
be the
gravitas in this
first
third
trilogy
film.
banned from being released
Totally.
in certain countries.
Worldwide. Worldwide.
Yeah, you'd end up watching it, wouldn't you?
Exactly. Torrents, man. So, but it all ends. This whole thing all ends with. Batman gets shocked in an electric chair along the way, which I think would be
How can you laugh
a
at that?
really cool scene.
Batman's electrocuted.
But he's a hard ass, so he's like, I can't die from this because I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
So yeah.
My suit has nipples.
Yeah. It conducts the electricity well. So it all ends with the Joker hosting a mock dinner in the Batcave because basically he reveals to Batman that he knows his identity, he knows his secrets, he knows his entire network. And then so it all ends with them in the Batcave on a dinner table with, it seems like he's got Robin, Batgirl, Jason Todd and Nightwing and Alfred, I think. And they've all got these platters in front of them and it seems they've all got their faces served to them on a platter and they're all bandaged themselves.
Oh.
Again, really gnarly stuff. But then, Joker has his notebook where he's seemingly got all this information down. It turns out that notebook was blank all along. However, there's a little B story going on where the Joker and Batman had run into each other before, and Batman got back from the bout in the Batboat, and there was a playing card on the Batboat, the Joker's playing card, and so there's a whole sort of situation where you don't know whether the Joker's telling the truth or not because there's this card on his Batboat. So had the Joker actually figured out who Batman was and got his entire network, or is he just
bluffing?
Yeah, but the notebook's blank as well, so you don't know, and that's just, I think, a perfect sort of Joker story. Really, you never know really what his angle is, and I think that in the comic as well, that Batman goes to visit him, and with the playing card, and the Joker replies, "I don't care who you are. Basically, he's there to do this dance until they die." Basically, again, just really, really cool stuff. I don't get how DC can screw this up, man. There's so much good stuff. Look at all this stuff that I've sort of gathered in, like, you know.
I think you're mistaking
10 minutes.
You're mistaking producers and executive producers at Warner Brothers Studios as people who care what fans think. Really.
Like this, man, it's like my own knowledge and like half an hour's research. It's not difficult. It's really not that hard. I just don't understand how they can just screw this up.
Or they could have just let Ben Affleck make the Batman movie he wanted.
That'd have been good.
A self-confessed massive Batman fan.
Yeah. But then I think that's everything. Oh, and a little really cool little tidbit at the end of this. So, the chemical makeup of the gas that the Joker was using on the Bat family to sort of ensnare them, it had an inert isotope in the chemical compound which spelled out "ha." And it's just so good. It's so good. And this is the thing. These are quite niche comics. Exactly. Yeah. These are niche comics because I say niche comics. The mainstream wouldn't have read these things. Them seeing all these moments for the first time, they'd love it. Fans and audiences would eat this stuff up. Like both would be happy. Yeah. And that's it.
Do you know what? You sold me. I like that.
That is the Joker trilogy that should happen. But what do you guys think of my writing ideas? Do you think that they're good? Do you think it would work on the silver screen? Do you think they're shite? Let me know. Let me know your opinion. Like, share, subscribe. Until next time, Andy,
keep on flying.